I love to play sports. Tennis, racquetball, football, volleyball, basketball, baseball, you name it. If it's got a ball in it, I like to play it. I like card games and board games too. Some games, however, are more fun if you slightly tweak the rules a bit. Take Risk, for instance. I like to add nuclear bombs and terrorists. Really shakes things up. Or backgammon. Try allowing the pieces to move forward or backward. Suddenly it goes from a walk in the park to playing on the freeway. Then there's Croquet. Or more correctly, Killer Croquet. In Killer Croquet, you can either hit your own ball or your opponent's. You have to play Killer Croquet in a really big park. You can't just play it in your backyard or you'll break a window. You also have to make sure there are no parked cars around. When you hit your opponent's ball, you really want to launch it. You need super sturdy mallets to play Killer Croquet. So we're playing Killer Croquet at the local elementary school, which has a giant field. The course itself isn't much larger than the regular, usual course, but there's probably 100 yards of grass in any direction. My idiot friend Dave has hit me all the way off the field, across the blacktop, into the grassy area between two classroom buildings. A truly great shot. I can usually get back in one shot, but this one may take 3. The key to my recovery is to get air on the drive. If the ball slides along the ground, I'm going to hit the side of the blacktop and bounce all the way back to the fence. It's not easy to get air with these flat wooden mallets and these big wooden balls. Dave is standing off to the side watching as I tee up. I am not aiming anywhere near him. He is completely safe. I slam the ball as hard as I can. The ball takes off like a rocket, about 1/2 of an inch off the ground. It flies about 50 feet and hits the edge of the blacktop. It pops up at about a 10-degree incline and bounces due west, a 30-degree change in course, straight for Dave. It all happened so fast. There wasn't really even time to yell duck by the time anyone could figure out what was going to happen next. Apparently, when you're about to die, time slows down. Dave is watching the shot and sees the ball hit the lip of the blacktop and bounce straight at him. A small, wooden, rock-hard projectile is flying 90 miles an hour straight at his head. He's watching it come straight at him. He doesn't duck. He doesn't dodge it. He's mesmerized by this 4-inch diameter black spot that is about to end his life. And boom! It hits him square in the forehead. Dave goes down like a wet towel. I have never killed anyone before. Not even on accident. But Dave is clearly as dead as a doornail, and I did it. We all rush over to Dave, who isn't moving. We stop and stare for just a moment, trying to think what to do next, when suddenly he lets out a moan and grabs his head with both hands. "Oh my God! I am so sorry! Are you okay?" I ask. "Oh yeah. Just give me a minute," he groans. "We gotta get you to the hospital," I insist. No, just give me a minute," he replies. And he rubs his head and he rests a bit and he gets up in under a minute. "Let me take you to the hospital," I offer. "I'm not going to the hospital. I'm okay," he says. "I can't believe it. You should be dead," I reply. He shakes his head and says, "Good thing it hit me in the head." "Right. When was the last time you used that?" I joke back. "Dude, why didn't you duck?" I ask. You know, I totally saw that thing coming straight for me. And I kept thinking to myself, that thing is going to hit me in the head. And it got closer and closer and closer, and then bam! It hit me. Dude, next time, duck! We were all just flabbergasted that he watched the ball, apparently in slow motion, take him out. Everybody thought he should get checked out of the hospital, but he insisted he was okay and just wanted to keep playing. We finished the game and started another one. Dave was fine. He wasn't even mad at me. He knew it was a total fluke accident and it wasn't my fault. So we're on the second half of the second game and I'm way out in front. Dave walks up and totally nails my ball again. It's off the green, across the blacktop, and between a different set of classroom buildings. It's another great shot, and everybody is giving Dave high fives for putting me in another time zone. There's an overhang supported by metal poles. Dave is leaning against one of the metal poles watching me tee up. Once again, he is way off to the side, nowhere near where I am aiming. I haul off and kill the ball. I have nailed it perfectly except for one thing. I didn't get any air again. The ball hits the edge of the blacktop, bounces off in a deflected trajectory, and hits Dave right in the nuts. Dave doubles over and collapses on the ground. Oh my God! Not again! I can't believe it! I yell. We all surround Dave, not knowing what to do next. I'm thinking Dave should sacrifice a chicken to the croquet gods before he gets killed. Dave is curled up in the fetal position, breathing kind of heavy, and he starts to edge towards the ball, which is about 3 feet away. He grabs the ball, stands up, and throws it at me as hard as he can. The ball flies right by my head, and Dave runs after me as fast as he can. I'm sorry, I yell as Dave chases after me. Everybody is yelling at Dave. It was an accident. It's not his fault. Dave finally collapses on the grass. I walk over and apologize. I am really sorry. You know I didn't mean to do that again. Yeah, I know, says Dave. But when you get hit in the nuts, you still have to try to kill the guy who did it. Every guy will tell you that actually is a rule.